Troy Kotsur has been a professional actor since the late 80s, but he made history at the Academy Awards when he became the first deaf man to win an Oscar. Earlier, we got to chat with him and his translator about that iconic moment. Take a look. Troy, welcome to DBL. I just got to tell our viewers, before we went live, Troy was cuddling his pooch.
It's little dog Stella.
Little dog, so cute.
That's my best friend, Stella. I borrow her ears. If someone knocks at the door, Stella can bark and let us know.
Yes.
And so she always lets us know what's going on. We use Stella as our pair of ears. When I'm having a bad day, she always gives me love and comforts me. Unconditional
love. And now that you're an Oscar winner, I hope she's giving you a little extra love.
Oh, my dog's starting to be jealous, actually.
Are you getting recognized everywhere you go?
Recently this morning, I went to a doctor's appointment. I had a blood test and I was sitting opposite a man with a mask on who began gesturing to me, and he began doing the deaf applause, which kind of made me smile. And so we gave each other a fist bump in the doctor's office, and strangers are recognizing me even if I have a mask on.
Amazing.
And so, you know, it's with sign language. It's just noticeable. I can't hide who I am. I can't put a mask over my hands.
Troy, I got to tell you, I loved your acceptance speech at the Oscars. It was by far my favorite speech of the night. Now, did you think you had a chance of winning going in? Was that speech prepared, or was it a total shock and that just came from the heart?
Really, of course the speech was from my heart. But I had a feeling that the odds were in my favor, so I wanted to be prepared. I didn't want to look awkward in case I got up on stage. And so if I didn't win, I could set the speech aside. But of course, I wanted to be prepared because they asked us to keep it under 45 seconds or under a minute. So we really had to condense it down and give my best foot forward.
Let's talk about your character, Frank Rossi, because Frank curses like a sailor, and apparently the MPA wanted to give the film an R rating. Do you think they weren't ready for a sign language film?
You know, I was in shock because they decided to give us an R rating, and I told myself, where have you all been? Because, you know, when I was growing up, I've seen all of these movies with a lot of swearing. You know, it wouldn't matter if it was PG-13 or R, of course, with your swear words in English with subtitles. But where was our opportunity to show that aspect of deaf culture? You know, and finally, we had an opportunity to show those vulgarities, and they wanted to give us an R rating. And we were like, hold on a second. And we had to go back and forth with them and with our director and our ASL director as well to say, hey, this is a really vital part of deaf culture. You know, I think they weren't ready for it yet. And so that's why they gave us that rating, which was surprising. And so finally they reduced it to PG-13, which is a relief to all of us on the Coda team. But it was really amazing that we have such a rich history, and sign language is so descriptive visually, and they weren't prepared for that.
What do you think needs to change in Hollywood to make sure that everyone has representation?
Really, Hollywood needs to improve in a few areas. First of all, you need writers who happen to be involved in the deaf community and deaf culture. We have such a rich history, a treasure trove of stories from the deaf community. And I want to ask you, have you heard the name Dummy Hoy? Are any of you familiar with that name?
No.
And so that's my point. So he was the first deaf pro baseball player. He played for Cleveland.
Wow.
And he was the one who actually taught the umpire all of the hand signals for out and safe and strike and ball and so on. And so they're still used today, but no one knows where those hand signals came from. They actually came from the first deaf professional baseball player. So we're just human beings, and we just need to make small adjustments and set up a successful and effective system. And that way we have more access. And it's not only deaf people, but disabled people in general, Codas, children of deaf adults, and so on. We all have our individual skills and stories to tell. So I'm waiting for Hollywood to be ready. And really, this is a big step forward.
It definitely is a big step forward. We appreciate you so much, Troy. Congratulations on all your success. Well deserved. We'll be right back. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Troy.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, everyone.